Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, the Everyday Non-Expert here, and today I wanted to talk to you about new comic books coming out next Wednesday, October 19th, 2022. And just like with FOC, things coming out from Lunar like DC and Scout, those are actually going to be coming out on Tuesday, the day before, October 18th, 2022. Without further ado, let's get started. And first up, we have Star Wars Darth Vader 28, but I love this beautiful cover right here. It has Padme, it's Natalie Portman, and then Palpatine on here. That's really the only reason. There's no key factor to the story. It's simply just a cover buy coming in at number 10. Number 9 is World War III. And this is an alternate universe where World War III is going on in Tokyo. And I'm really excited for Antarctic Press to pick this up. I think the little more independent companies outside of like IDW and Image, but Antarctic Press is a much more smaller independent company. And I think they kind of do a better job at ones like this. Behemoth is another one that does a pretty good job at some of these ones where you know the story is going to be really important. It's not just like a flagship character or anything like that. And this is the first one that actually has a first appearance at number 8. And we have the Flash 787 with the first appearance of Omega Bam Man. He's a pro wrestler and he's intergalactic. So if you're interested in DC first appearances, there you go. Number 7, we have Killcella, number 1, and I just think this sounds really interesting. I used to go to Stagecoach out in the Coachella Valley. This is back in like 2012, before it got way too out of hand and just too trendy and all that. So anyways, I like this festival area and the thought of it and everything like that. And I get kind of like almost not quite a Proctor Valley Road feel to it, but sort of, where I think the story is gonna be it's gonna take a couple like twists that you don't see coming. And it does say a massive sacrifice ritual, who I think has to do with this pop star. Yeah, so but I still think that it'll be an interesting story. Hopefully it's not just, surface value pop star, like exactly what this is saying. Hopefully there's some twists and stuff going on. So alright, number 6, we have Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and I went ahead and I picked this variant right here as my favorite. I think that is that has to be the Momoko. Yeah, that's the one for 25, Momoko. But this one is actually my favorite, and I tend to like these because if there are, I'm not super big on the comic book characters, but if there are, or if there is a first appearance of a new character, or if there are new characters on these, then it'll be on ones like this. So, it is a number 1, so it's a key just there. And it says here, a very famous one for Marvel and X fans, a very famous demon might just eat Spider-Man alive. But there's this, so I wonder if it's Demon Bear, the Albuquerque variant. So just might be fun, a little bit darker take on Spider-Man. So there you go. And speaking of dark takes, Batman, One Day the Penguin, number 1. And this is actually another first appearance, and it's the first appearance of the Umbrella Man. And I picked this cover right here because there's the Umbrella Man, and I don't see the Umbrella Man in any of the other covers. Let me see if... Yeah, I don't see the Umbrella Man in any other... That's kind of cool. In any other covers. So that was the one that I picked at number 5. That one, I put that one a little bit higher than the other specs and stuff because it usually villains kind of first of all, the Flash villain was kind of ridiculous, and then other than that, I think that was the only actual first appearance in the solicitation so far on this countdown. So that's why it's a little bit higher. And then number 4 we have Moon Knight, and this is number 16. and this one is not blatant, but it says that he ventures into unknown territory. Let's see here. Unknown territory. Ventures into unknown territory. Make a new friend of an ancient monster. So, is it a monster that we're aware of? It's a new friend. So again, when they use new friends, I think there was a TMNT one from my FOC where it was kind of the same thing. I don't know if it's an existing character that is a new friend or if it's a new character altogether. So, yeah, there you go. And then I have at number 3, Midnight Suns number 2, this blade variant right here. This, I mean, tell me that doesn't look like the Wesley Snipes blade. As much as I think Mahershala Ali is going to kill it, there's still nothing like the Blade 1, and Blade 2 still was really fun as well. And then Blade Trinity we just kind of don't talk about, just like Godfather 3, doesn't really count. Alright, so anyways, the importance of this one is, it is actually, hold on. Alright, yeah, so this is actually the debut of a younger Agatha Harkness. And the reason I picked that is because there's that Agatha Harkness show coming out, and one could assume that if they're putting stuff into these comics, it may end up being in the shows. So, especially a show called Agatha. So there could be something to be said for having younger Agatha appear in here, and then something similar or whatever, some spec tied to the Agatha Harkness show. But it's kind of a long shot, but there you go. And honestly, it's Marvel, and it's more of like could be a better spec pick than these. Alright, so number 2, Captain America, Symbol of Truth. And this one right here actually kind of, I don't know, we'll see. It says, old allies return and new enemies rise, right here. So it's going to be new enemies. I don't know who the old allies are, but you got some new enemies. And again, are they new characters who are new enemies? Or are they existing characters that are new enemies? Or are they just new altogether? So we will find out. And before I get to number 1, I would like to ask you to please click that thumbs up button to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel to see more great comic book and collectible content, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought about my countdown and my picks. And also feel free to check out the links in the description. I do have my eBay if you feel like buying some comics or some sports cards. And then I have my Whatnot in there as well. And I do have my PayPal and my Venmo in there, as I am not yet monetized. But I would love to eventually have a nice camera setup, a better mic, and do a little bit, get a little bit nicer, whatchamacallit, equipment, basically, editing software, there we go. So I could do a little bit, maybe a little bit more fancy things, and just things tie together a little bit more easily. So, anyways, with that out of the way, let's get to number 1, and we have Crypt of Shadows, number 1. And the reason I picked this up is because it is the first cover appearance and second actual appearance of Bloodline. So there you go. That's a twofer, right? I know seconds aren't always the best, but the fact that it's a first cover does, I think, add to the fact that it's a second appearance. And Crypt of Shadows is just really fun. I mean, check it out. You got the new Wolverine X-23 and Moon Knight, and so I mean, I think this could be really fun. So there's my number 1. Okay, everybody, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me on this video. 4 new comic books coming out next Wednesday, October 19th, 2022. And I'm going to make that disclaimer one more time that stuff from Lunar like DC and Scout, those are going to be coming out the previous day, next Tuesday, October 18th, 2022. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. One last time, if you did enjoy this video, please click that thumbs up button to give this video a like. Help me out with that YouTube algorithm, and I will see you in the next video.